Singapore. Nobody is against making Kenya a first world country. But let me tell you how we make this country. Those who are saying what has he done in 40 years, by the way, I must tell them, 28 years, yes, straight, as a member of parliament for Kitui North, member of parliament for Mwingi North, and then of course I went in as deputy, assistant minister, deputy president, minister in several of those ministries. A lot of people find it difficult to put down my CV. Paloma has tried. I keep on correcting her every sentence. Within 28 years, well, William Ruto has been deputy president, leave alone being MP, for 10 years as deputy president. I did only one term under Kibaki. All right? And he's already done another 3 years. And when he was deputy president, it was when he was putting brakes, like Philip Kaloki has just reminded us about that road from Kibwezi. By the way, Professor, that road was supposed to move from Kibwezi to Mutomo, to Kitui, to Mwingi, right? To Mwingi Kanduya, to Sekuru, with a portion of it cutting across to Gatunga and Maua, linking up Isiolo. That's an important artery. That's what Ruto has been playing around with. And now coming to the region to say, I'm doing this road from here, I'm doing this road from here. The same project, the same contractor, Sinohydro, the same that we launched. And they refused to pay Sinohydro. That is why there was stoppage between Kitui and Mwingi, the 17 kilometers, which got Mheshimiwa CNN confused. All right? And he had to go beg because he was told, if you impeach Gachagua, I'll do your 17 kilometers. That is part of the same road. But speaking truth to pessimism is actually patriotism. That's what I've been trying to do. And I've decided I'll speak truth to William Ruto and to his elephant ears or something. And I'm not calling him, I'm not saying he has elephant ears, but that is euphemism. Until they listen. And if they don't listen, of course we throw them out. Democratically. This is why the matter of taking out those voters' cards is so critical. As we speak, this region is actually leading. Number one is Nairobi, which has registered more than, I think, 1,000 plus. Right? Followed by Kiambu. Number 3 is Machakos. Just clap for yourselves. By less than 1,000. The Machakos and Kitui and Makwiny, they are trying because they are seeing, our young people are seeing where we are going. They are seeing. But just as Deputy Governor said, Kitui, please leaders, in the new year, I want to suggest Irene Kasalu, County Women Rep, Mama Rose, Mama Kamene, take leadership, work with the governors, go out there, carry out those IBC clerks, take them around, waandikishe, so that by June, because this is a continuous exercise, we are going to see something dramatic. Because these young people are saying, we want to get there. And you see, even in Ruto's backyard, they are not registering much, because they wanted to stay like this. Perchance, they could survive. Well, during my tenure as vice president, and under the late President Mwai Kibaki, we built, of course, as I said, the Thika superhighway, and Kibaki being who he was, a true servant leader, an economist, never wanted anything named after him. I mentioned to the press people, when I went with Ambassador Muthara, who was the head of civil service, to ask Kibaki akubali so that we can call Thika superhighway, because it's really 8 lanes. Iitwe Kibaki superhighway. He looked at me and said, Vice President, na huko hii barabara inaenda hakuna jina. That was the end of that discussion. Now Ruto said on December 12th, right, on of course, a Republic Day, he said that he's going to do another expressway, kama ile ya Uhuru, expressway from January. In less than a week, he's supposed to start doing an expressway on top of the Thika superhighway. My. So, of course, we brought peace the best way we could. Imagine we worked so hard. Today, if you leave this place and you go to Juba and say, you know Kalonzo Musyoka, they might look at you with happy eyes because they know one of the fathers of that new country called South Sudan. South Sudan, the world's newest state. It took a lot of negotiations. It took a lot of efforts. I remember my late friend Sayim Mesfin, who was killed recently in Ethiopia. He was a foreign minister of Ethiopia. We worked so hard with him to bring peace, the comprehensive peace agreement, which was signed in Nairobi under President Kibaki. We laid the foundation for infrastructure development across Kenya, including roads in every corner of this nation. This was not done through empty promises or political theater. It was done through careful planning, fiscal responsibility, and genuine commitment to the people of Kenya. I also want to add, if you cross the border to Somalia, one of the things I had to do as a member of parliament for Kitui North was to make sure there was peace. Those of you from that constituency will know banditry was the order of the day. I had to get President Moi that time to do a police station, Jesu camp in Nusweni, so that again a little town called Kadhangashin, which is in the Raka constituency, was once flattened completely. I went to do exams in Sekuru, coming from hiding in the bush. The reason you heard me say that Klein here is, and I am named after the same guy, Mairu. My grandfather was a very smart guy. People are running to hide from bandits from Sekuru. They abandon the market to go and sleep in the bush. My grandfather would say, hey, how are you achana now? We turn around in a bush, we hide. And that's what it was. That place was full of insecurity. I know there are still elements, Mheshimiwa Irene, you agree, like those places bordering Tana River, but these are things which can be handled. And we intend to handle them. But I had to go and negotiate with General I did when President of Somalia was overthrown, Siad Barre, in 1991. He crossed the border from Somalia through Mandera, and we hosted him at Safari Park Hotel. These are things you don't know. So I had that interest, that passion. When I took over, he agreed with me. I was a young foreign minister. My interest was, please, let these people not come and continue with banditry. We agreed with ID that we work very hard for peace in Somalia. We worked so hard that my Kamba clan in Somalia is called the Digli Merifli. Because I wanted to be close to these people, to help them. Now, what is William Ruto doing? If you drive on this road now, those of you going to Mwingi, apart from seeing hundreds of lorries ferrying sand from Kitui everywhere. I've never seen so much harvesting of sand. You're bringing in deforestation. People, Mheshimiwa Irene Kasalu and other leaders from Kitui County. And the mistake they are making, I heard somebody came and gave me a report. Watu wanasema Kalonzo ako ndani ya hii kitu. So if you're messing up the future of our children, I told those harvesters, because you may not know this, 6,000 shillings kwa border. Unalipa 1,000 ndio unapatiwa receipt. Okay? 5,000 hakuna receipt. And there's a guy at the other hotel, the other Hills Hotel, every Friday, they meet there to divide the loot. Now what are you doing? Look at Thake River when you're driving from Machakos to Kitui. So honestly, leadership of Kitui, all of you, please do something. Stop. These lorries, 500 in a day are descending in Mwingi. And then zinapita hapa. Of course, they are accompanied now by people coming from the border. Liboi, across the border, maybe some from Mogadishu. And I want to thank the Kenyan Somalis who have seen the trick. They're saying if you are now bringing people into this country, sisi wa Mandera na Wajir na Garissa, hey, wait a minute, you are changing our clan dynamics. So wale wa nje wakae kule kwa nje, and Kenyan Somalis are saying no to Mr. Ruto. We must clap for them. Must clap for them. When he said there's no vetting, the idea is to bring in, and the world is watching. The insecurity that can come from Somalia will be unimaginable, and the world will be watching. So I thought I should share some of these thoughts with you. Because today we are seeing the opposite approach, grand announcements, inflated budgets, and zero delivery, but 100% thievery. Nobody is, as I said again, we're all seeing the private sector in Kenya, right, are doing the best they can in the real estate space. You cannot say all of that is affordable housing. Of course, when we take over, what we shall do in order to return the integrity of the payslip, we say, let's complete them the best way we can. But we will, executive order number 1, no taxation. Because these people will not even own those houses. And here you're bragging with people's money that you are changing the skyline. The Kenyan skyline will continue. Will continue to change through the right channels when we have the private sector continuing to do what they can. Credit is being claimed for work done by previous administrations. Meanwhile, Vision 2030, the comprehensive blueprint for making Kenya a middle-income country with high quality of life for its citizens, has been abandoned in favor of Rutopreneurship. Yeah, Rutopreneurship and bottomship. And add Rutoism. Azalendo and Zango. Despite these challenges, I have faith in the Kenyan people. I have seen your resilience and witnessed your courage. From the Gen Z movement that rose up to demand accountability, to the families of victims who continue to march peacefully for justice, to the ordinary citizens who refuse to give up on the promise of a better Kenya, you inspire me. Remember Martin Masai. Say Martin Masai? Rex Masai. We buried Rex Masai in Kamudanga, in Machakos. He was the first one to die. Because what Ruto said, wapigwe risasi kwa miguu. Now, Rex alipigwa risasi kwa miguu, he bled to death. We cannot allow that. My optimism about Kenya's future is rooted in new people. The Wiper Patriotic Front is not just a political party. It is a movement of patriots who believe in a Kenya that works for everyone, not just a privileged Ruto few. We are building a government in waiting, grounded in integrity, transparency, and service to the people. Our vision is resonating across the nation. In recent weeks, we have welcomed aspirants from every corner of Kenya, apart from the ones we have seen here. Those are Mheshimiwa Kana aspirants. He's the one who welcomed them. Yeah? We wish you well, all of you, tuwapigie makofi. But you must know that there will be open, transparent, and free nominations. Si namna hiyo? Hakuna mtu ambaye ni